Hey drumming friends, what's up? I'm Jae Sinnett. I get asked a lot, can you teach somebody how to swing in playing jazz? It's an interesting question because, and I've kind of oscillated on the answer to that question. I think the first thing in being able to get to a place where you can swing in your playing and playing jazz is you have to be able to hear. You have to hear it. And once you can hear it, then you can start to live what you're playing or feel what you're playing. Once you can hear it, then you can intellectualize it, and then you can bring that feel to the swing beat or the swing pulse. And I think that's the first key. If you can't hear it, man, then you're going to have a hard time really trying to get to a place where you can swing. And in understanding swing, the underlying rhythms in jazz are structured around the triplet. Like the foundation of the rhythm in jazz is the triplet. And for today, I'll just give you a couple of demonstrations on what I mean by the triplet and how you can perhaps expand on that a little bit and get yourself to a place where you can hear the triplet. But we'll stick with the quarter note triplet and the eighth note triplet. So if you look at the tempo, first of all, very briefly about my gear here. I have a cloth over my snare drum, my main snare, for volume purposes in the room. So it's not to try to help strengthen my rolls or anything like that. It's more to dampen the volume in the room. And the other thing about playing jazz drums too, you have to understand there's a lot of peripheral involved in playing this music effectively, and we'll get back to the technique in a moment. But the gear, I wouldn't play jazz on these drums because they're a little bigger. I have pinstripe heads on some of the drums. This is more my practice kit, and I would do some rock or funk things on this kit as well. So you have to get the tone of your instrument structured for jazz. And the traditional jazz kit is the 18-inch bass drum, 12-inch mounted, 14-inch floor. I use the Remo Ambassador heads because they have a nice resonating quality that gives you just enough ring that's really compatible with the acoustic instruments around you. So I just wouldn't necessarily use this drum kit for playing jazz. All right, so just wanted to get that out there. But this is a teaching moment, so it doesn't matter what drums I'm playing or what cymbals I'm playing right now. But if you're going to play jazz, you want to make sure you get the right instruments that are appropriate for the music you're playing. If you're playing with an acoustic bass, you don't want a 22-inch bass drum usually. And you don't want heads that are just going to really thunk out your bottom end. That kind of thunk sound, which is more towards kind of a funk rock kind of thing. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Just make sure your gear is appropriate for the music you're playing. With acoustic piano, for example, that you're compatible aurally and you get all the timbres right. But back to this triplet. So we'll deal with the quarter note and the eighth note triplet. And if you look at a tempo, one, nice comfortable medium slow tempo. And you want to keep the 2 and 4 on the hi-hat, right? And you want to have that snap on that hi-hat with your left foot. You don't want this. Or, keep it real loose. You want the chick sound. All right? Now the quarter note triplet, 1. I want to point out something here. This exercise is so important in getting your body into feeling that triplet. Counting out loud the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. While you play the quarter note triplet. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. little tricky. This just a little tricky because there's an interesting use of independence. It's polyrhythmic, right? It's kind of like the old 3 against 4, 1, 2. And one of the things I do is get the students to count to 3 or count to 4, and you decide which one is which, and then you count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the left hand, my left hand in this case would be the 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Right? The right hand would be the 3, 4. So when you can count those polyrhythms out loud, notice how your body is drawn into that. You know, again, it's about hearing it first and then articulating the idea. So the quarter note triplet again, counting out loud. 1, 2, 3 with 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3. Now let's put the ride symbol in there, starting with the quarter note. Snap, that pop, and the pulse. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay? Count it out loud, that triplet. You get this polyrhythmic thing happening. 2 and 4 on the hi-hat, starting with the quarter note, and eventually you want to progress to the dotted 8th note on the cymbal. Okay, so being able to count that polyrhythm out loud, that's the key, man. Think about it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, so forth. Your body, you want to draw your body into it. Now here's a quick visual exercise that I do. Think of a pendulum, right? Think of a pendulum. It swings like that. 1. And then you can kind of feel your body. 1, 2, 2, Now straighten out that pendulum. It changes your body and how you feel that swing rhythm. But you get that pendulum. Straight. Doesn't work, right? It changes it. So these exercises are designed to get your body into it. Now, the other triplet is the 8th note triplet, and that would be 1, 2, 3. What we're going to do with the 8th note triplet is break it up, and it would sound something like this. 3, 4. putting it in different places. Now, one little addition to this eighth note triplet concept is we want to put some accents now. And these accents help create an interesting kind of momentum in helping you feel that eighth note triplet. 3, 4. Okay, and eventually that works to just quarter notes. Now let's do the dotted eighth note on the cymbal. 3, 4. So you see how those accents can bring some interesting forward movement to your swing beat. So the quarter note triplet and the eighth note triplet, you want to really start to hear those. And then once you can hear them, you can see how and feel how they feel. You know, you can start to get your body into it. And remember to be able to while you're learning this, to be able to count the polyrhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. While feeling that pendulum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so wrapping up with a quick review, the quarter note triplet and the eighth note triplet. The pendulum. Feel that pendulum in your body. To 1, over that quarter note triplet. Be able to count the 4 while you're playing the quarter note triplet out loud. And you can do that polyrhythm thing with your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Count the 3 and count the 4 out loud. Start with the quarter note on the ride cymbal. Keep the 2 and 4 in the hi-hat. Make sure you have a good pulse, a good snap in that time. Variations of the eighth note triplet broken up with the accents, and practice that at different tempos, at varying tempos, until you can start to hear and feel that momentum, that swing pulse and that swing momentum. And remember, when you're learning this stuff, man, I mean, it doesn't matter what gear you're learning it on. Because if you can swing on just about anything. But when it comes to the real gig, you want to make sure that your instrument is compatible with what's around you. And the last thing I want to mention here, a lot of this, how successful you are with this in the group context depends on what's around you. You know, how the musicians around you swing. Do they understand swing the way you do? Are you like-minded in the concept of understanding that swing beat? Because you can have a bass player, being a drummer, the bass player is the most important instrumentalist that you'll work with in jazz or just in any music. That bass-drum relationship is really important. So that bass player has to have that swinging pulse too and understand that or faster, 3, 1, 2, that pendulum. See, that pendulum is always there. If you get that in your body, doesn't matter the tempo. Right? You can take that to any tempo you want and swing. So that relationship has to be there. The other guys have to really have an understanding of that swing pulse in their phrasing. At swing, that pendulum. Swing. That's what it is. So can you do it? I think you can, but you got to be able to hear it first. You got to hear it, man. If you can't hear it, then it's going to be a little rough for you. But if you can hear it, then you can start to live it, which means you can start to feel it and then articulate it and bring that feel to your instrument. All right? So I hope you got a little bit out of this lesson today in dealing with some of the fundamentals of swing. I'm Jae Sinnett. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.